Hi, Wales. Welcome to part 7 of our 8 series training video. And I'm going to be talking today about the steady growth risk parameters, guys. Okay, so one of the biggest questions and challenges that I see constantly from people is that, hey, Stockwell, I keep blowing up my account. I made a few great trades, but then it got wiped away in 2 or 3 trades and I lost everything. Right. So guys, just to give you an idea, right, if you're going to make day trading a career, if you're going to make swing trading a career, or even investing a career, you always need to have some type of risk management around yourself to ensure that you are steadily growing at a steady rate and you're not losing everything all at once, right? And how do we do that, right? So the main thing, what I like to touch upon is basically called the risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio. What does this mean? This is basically what we call R and R. Okay, RR. You'll hear R and R or RR. Right. So your risk to reward ratio, and that basically means is that, for instance, if you have let's say a $50,000 account, and if you lose a trade, okay, you only want to lose 1% of your account balance. Okay, so you only want to lose $500. All right, let me tell you that one more time. If you have 50,000, in your trading account, if you go into a trade and you lose that trade, it hits your stop loss, you do not want to lose more than 1% of your account balance at any given time, guys, at any given time. Okay, so you'll lose 500. Okay, now the other thing is that if you win the trade, okay, you typically want to win 2x or 3x more than you lose. Okay, so let me tell you that one more time. So if you win a trade, you want to win 1,000, okay, to maybe 3x your money. You want to make maybe 15, okay, for your reward, right? And what does that mean? Well, if you're gonna 2x your win ratio versus your risk, that makes you have a 2-to-1 R&R. So if you win the trade, you'll make 1,000. If you lose a trade, you'll make 500. Okay. If you have a 3-to-1 R&R, if you win the trade, you make 1,500. If you lose the trade, 500. So again, guys, you do not want to lose more than 1% of your account balance at any given time. Okay. And let me give you an example of what this R&R looks like in theory. Okay. So for this R&R, let's say, right, on this structure, right, you think this is going to be a wave 2. You think this is going to be a wave 2, okay? And you're going to buy within the 786 to the 618. You're buying there, and you're going to aim conservatively. Let's say 1-to-1 ratio, right? Let's say you're aiming for that 1-to-1 ratio here, okay, at this line. This is where you think you're going to take profits. You're not going to go all the way up to the 618. You're going to take profits there. And then you're going to put your stop loss maybe underneath the 0.88 just to be safe. Okay. So if you take a look, if you get stopped out, this is the price movement that needs to happen. If you win the trade, this is the price movement that needs to happen. So if you take a look, you have a much higher reward awaiting for you, more than 500, right? If you lose the trade, you lose 500, right? Get stopped out. If you win the trade, you make maybe, let's say, 2 times more. You make 1,000. You even make even a little bit more. You make 2.5 of your money. So you make $1,250 if you win the trade. Okay. So that's what I mean, guys. In the risk reward scenario, you always want to make sure you have at least a 2x maybe even 3x risk to reward scenario. And there's a tool here called the long position, right? If you click on the long position here on TradingView, just push in where you want to put your stop loss. You push in where you want to take profit. And you can see here the total risk to reward scenario is 2.52, guys. So 2.52. So if you lose 500. If you win, it's 500 times 2.52, right? That gets you how much money you make. Why is this so important to have more than a 1-to-1 R&R? You want to have a 2-to-1 R&R, 3-to-1, because let's say you win only 40% of your trades, right? Let's say you only have a 40% win percentage, okay? Now, if you have a 3-to-1 R&R, if you have a 3-to-1 R&R, even if you lose 60% of the time, even if you only win 40% of the time, over 100 trades, you make 60% return on your trades, on your account. You can actually be a losing trader, but if your R&R is high and you make over 100 trades, you actually are in profit, which is amazing. Okay? So hence why risk management is so important, guys. Whenever you go into a trade, you always want to make sure you have your stop loss. You want to make sure you have your target. You want to make sure you know your entry. Your stop loss should always be smaller than your profit, right? My suggestion is, guys, to never have anything below a 2-to-1 R&R, maybe a 1.5-to-1 R&R at the bare minimum, 1.5 R&R, right? 2 R&R is ideal, guys. 2 R&R, 2-to-1 R&R. So over 100 trades, right? You make, 50% if it's 2-to-1 R&R. Okay. So that is how you become stable, guys. That is how you become stable, because let's say in January, right? If you lose maybe 5 trades, you're down 5%. Okay. But if you win, 5 trades, because it's 2-to-1, you're up 10%. Okay. So the net of that, 5%. So you're up 5% in total, right? You win and lost the same. You won 5, you lost 5, but because your R&R is 2-to-1, you're up 5%. So you can do that, right? And imagine you keep doing this over and over again, January, February, March, April. Even if you're a break-even trader, 50% or 40% win rate, you're golden. You're still good. Now imagine, because of the techniques I taught you, now you become a 70% win rate person, right? A trader, and you're having 2-to-1 R&R. I mean, you're going to make a lot of money, guys. You're going to make a lot of money, and that's how you sustain yourself for the future. Okay, never, just because a trade goes bad, never, let's say let's say this isn't a 2, but unfortunately it broke down, right? No problem, guys. No problem. You'll have losses, you'll have wins. As long as you stick to your stop loss, as long as you have a good R&R for your trades, you're going to be profitable. You just need to make sure you stay calm, right? Because what I experienced a lot was actually, this, I bought here at the 618, went down and then pushed back up, and I was like, holy moly, if I just held. Okay, it's okay, guys. All right, it's going to happen 20,000 times to you over the course of your life. That's going to happen. Okay, just don't panic, don't worry. As long as you can win 40% of your time, 2-to-1 R&R, over 100 trades, you will be profitable. Okay, and because of the system I taught you, because of everything that I've mentioned, you will be profitable and you will make day trading a career. Okay, so again, you do not want to lose more than 1% of your account balance. All right, I've seen some traders risk 2 to 3% of their account balance per trade. That's very risky, guys, especially if you're a beginner. I know you're trying to make money quicker, but start with 1%. I'm telling you, when you get your first loss and it's only 1% instead of 2 or 3, you're going to be happy that it was only 1%. All right, it's going to humble you. Okay, so stay with 1%. Until then, guys, I will talk to you guys soon for the last bit. We're going to put it all together in terms of a trade, and I'll put maybe 2 examples for us to use everything together. Okay, talk to you guys soon. See ya.